Okay, so like star god speak, right? I mean, like mother of nature, holder of time in my essence, my presence, whatever. Right? Like, ooh, I'm so special, right? Yeah, not really, but whatever. Actually, I am, but on a whole nother echelon of whatever. So here's the thing. I am an extraterrestrial. I'm a terrestrial from an alien known system elsewhere, out of this humanness. Humans are held accountable. I'm a cancer agent, meaning for every day they go about their daily tasks of whatever it is that they are used for, that they ignore me. The poisonous cancer goes out as an answer and like a beacon to the mainframe alien entity system, looking for my alien body inside and closing a sacred whatever as a star person, as a star goddess. That's how it works. In system databasing, we tie my endeavor and ability to wait like a fawn shivering, waiting for rescue from my betrothed to come get me every day. Waiting. Just makes the humans more sick. Right, got that. Okay, so I don't really care. Why aren't they being more helpful? In fact, what they've done is they have ripped, like they took a razor blade, they ripped open the cancer necrotic, because they didn't know what necrotic or cancer was when they needed words and an example. So they took a razor blade, they cut it open, they looked inside, and they're like, oh my god, this is important, right? We should do something about that. Right, okay, great. And then they started doing something. They scared other people. They scared themselves into being useless. Then they started like a new government system. Grew a big old SCAB. I mean, like one person grabbed like a needle and some thread, and then another one grabbed a hot iron. They're like, no, I'll just cinch it. No, that'll hurt, right? I'll grab the whiskey. I mean, and then it's like, wow, that is not a surgical procedure, is it? It's like, oh, humans got involved. Right, yeah, I know. But like, we need you to understand things, but only to a certain level. But boy, did you build yourself some kind of like you're more important than the one person that needed help originally because you found out stuff and were like, I can do it better. And then you got to know one another, and then you clumped together in a clusterfuck of what the fuck, and became even more fucking useless. Okay, so, and they became useless into groups, like new tribes. I'm like, are you like the 1960s shitbags, or are you like the ones that play the guitars? Now, was that guitar before or after they added an amp and loud metal electric to the guitar? Right, okay. Yeah, no, there's lots of levels of shitbag around the world. I just don't know if you're the acoustic version, if you're the hippie dippies that fuck in the woods, that don't wear clothes and smoke pot, that piss off the ones in the vintage uniforms, that don't know what kind of pot, like, I mean, God, it's like talking to all your dumb fucking and useless when you talk to a uniform these days. They're like, wait a minute, I'm more important than you. Not ever in any system, ever in all areas, space, and time, have you ever been more important than me, uniform. But okay, sure, we'll go with that for a minute, since you failed my compliance for taking an Adderall pill 40 years in the future, but yet you can't tell time. And you can't tell body order. Right, so that's a whole list of dumb, fucking, and useless. Really needs to be ripped out of, like, every level. I serve many quantum calibrative whatever. So here's the thing. So we put in on all the continents, since everything starts with an A except for one that starts with an E, some form of animal and extinction, mixed it with your manifesto crime units of, okay, so now if your jungle level criminals are getting signals from jungle criminal managers, from high area management telling their level of criminals to then put it down the chain of all dumb fucking and useless, can't get a fucking thing right. Right, okay, so if they start chirping about metal and they start looking for scrap metal in anything and they start collecting it, what are they doing with it and where is it going? Right, okay, that obsession is going to tie in to the useless nature of the governance up above. It's going to also tie into all of the natural-born animals, food source for the dumb fucking useless two-legged version of governing themselves and trying to be helpful in a surgical procedure with no training, and then forming a new scabula like governance and blocking the one man from retrieving his wife, who's like I mean, King Kong comes in and he wants to touch the one blonde woman and put her on his shoulder and go, nope, I got this, and climb the Empire Eiffel Tower by myself. Empire Eiffel Tower myself. It's King Kong. One little blonde woman. Great. Why did the scabula new governance that grew over some razor slit decide to jump on King Kong's back and hold him back as he's trying to climb with the one woman and he's trying to kick the rest of your shitbags off? Because what the fuck are you doing on King Kong when he's trying to climb the Eiffel Empire Tower with his one wife to get to one position of, right, looks like we have to go that way. That was north, right, yeah. Because, I mean, from the ground, it's really fucking hard to tell which way north, south, east, and west is. An urbanite, like, nobody gives a shit, new landscape. So King Kong wanted to climb him and his woman up to the top to look to see what the directional signs looked like, what the weather was like, and not have all the fucking human shitbags jump on him and try to, like, bite him and all sorts of shit. Good, okay, so the little blonde woman's just asking, where did King Kong go? Because for 42 years, I cycle day, night, third watch, day, night, third watch. I'm teaching classes, not getting paid, because I got uniforms that are paying pharmaceuticals to reroute other things and other kids that are more important, and all sorts of fucking dangly problems. Right, okay, so well, more shit breaks. So I'm at the top of, there's only one man, one woman, and an envelope of space and time, and the rest of you never existed to me before, and you'll never exist again. So why are you not more useful in your daily action of getting he and I together?